Hey guys, welcome to Gameweek 35. As always, we don't have one person, but this time we have two. Shayan
Yep.
and Leo can't be with us, and that is brilliant because unfortunately Shayan won the game week. So
Yeah, it wasn't great from us. Not a great performance. I see lots of reds in our section. Mine all throughout, yours at the end.
yeah,
Uh Honestly, my predictions are just as bad as my overgrown hair because look, I get it. It's too much. It's even for me. Even for me, it's too much. It's got to go. And we will establish what happens with that sooner or later. But look, forget about that. Let's actually get to what people want to talk about. We'll go to Manchester City versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, I said the whole thing because I can. All right, both teams are in really good vein of form at the minute. I mean, Wolves have won their last five. They'd be top of the table if the Premier League started them the last five games. Man City have won. They undefeated in the last eight. So these are two teams on a red hot form. But just because it is Man City, Wolves still have conceded 61 goals. I think I'll go for a 3-1 Manchester City win.
yeah. I'm gonna one up that goal tally though. I still think City are gonna win, but I think it's gonna be 4-0.
Ooh.
City, they're off the back of a win against Villa, which has been very good, and I think they've got that City aura about them. They're coming back into a bit of form, bit of something. And Wolves, they're just there's a gap between them. So
I know you didn't use aura to explain why the scoring fall does.
it's true. Well, they are known as for the past few years as the best team in England, and I think
That's
they've got
true.
that about them.
Mm-hmm. All right, fine.
So onto the Villa Fulham game. Now, I've gone for a 3-1 simply because I just think Villa's better, and Fulham still shaky form as per usual. Their last game was against Southampton, which was a draw until I think the 90th minute.
Yeah, it was,
They were
yeah.
drawing 1-1 until Fulham scored another one. So that was shaky against the team at the bottom. So I'm going for 3-1 Villa.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll go for 2-1. Obviously, the last three games they've played, Villa have won. They won 3-1, 2-1, 3-1. So it has been a game that Villa have always edged out. I mean, Villa, they're on a really great streak. Obviously, they got knocked out of the Champions League. They got knocked out of the FA Cup. But like before that, they were like on really red hot form, and I reckon they
Yeah,
can. I reckon I don't even want to say they'll bounce back necessarily because they've already been good throughout this stretch. But yeah, I think they'll pick up the victory. All right, let's move on to two relegated friends, and I'll say friends because they win the championship together. They came up in the Premier League together, and they're going down to a championship together. And this Leicester versus Southampton. Um, really pick your team to be honest, because like I don't really know where this is going. Obviously, we've seen their performances in recent times on both of them. I've said on this channel for the last couple weeks
yeah,
that Leicester were just as bad as Southampton, and in that stretch of run of like 8 games, Leicester like weren't picking up any points.
yeah,
Southampton they've gotten a habit where they get quite close in games. Like games are drawing and then they just lose.
yeah,
I,
100%.
I think this will be another one of those. I'll go for 2-1 Leicester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going for a 1-1. I
Mm.
think this time Southampton won't hold the L. I think they have, like you said, been holding on for a few draws and then lost it at the end of the game. But I think this time, this time they got in the back. Yeah, so
Yeah.
well in the back they're still going to get a draw because it's at the King Power. But yeah, 1-0. Which leads us on to Everton, Ipswich. Two more teams who are close to the bottom of the table, although not at the very bottom. I've gone for a 3-1 win to Everton. Yeah, I mean their form hasn't been great recently. I mean, lost 1-0 to Chelsea, which is a good team compared to them. So that's not awful by Everton standards, and I think they've got what it takes to beat Ipswich.
Yeah, I'll agree. Last time they faced each other, it was 2-0 for Everton. I reckon it will be the exact same. I mean, Ipswich have 4 wins all season. And lots of those ones have come away from home, but I do feel like Everton will just be too much for them, even though they've won 2 in 12. So yeah, I'll stick with 2-0 Everton. Okay, let's go on to Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Obviously Arsenal. This game will be interesting. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for a Bournemouth win, and I'll explain why. I'm gonna go for
Hmm.
a Bournemouth win because Arsenal's whole priority is gonna be on that PSG game. So I think they're gonna bench
Yes.
a relatively like B team. I don't think Arteta is gonna be. He'll be focused. Every manager wants to win every game, but like Saka's gonna be benched. Odegaard's gonna be benched, even though Odegaard was absolutely useless versus PSG, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But yeah, they'll bench their key players, you know. So I reckon Bournemouth will just take one off them. So I'll go 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal have got a few draws recently in the league. I see what you're saying about resting players for PSG, but this is Mikel Arteta. There has been points in the league before where he's needed to rest players and he hasn't. I mean, obviously there are other managers that do that, but I just I think I still see Arsenal winning. Like Arsenal is still one of the best sides in the league this season, even though I haven't been that good recently. So I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal win.
You're trusting the process, okay? Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, once phase 9 gets there, I don't think I will, but you know,
Yeah.
on to Brighton versus Newcastle. I think this could be an interesting game, right?
Mm.
But I logically you have to go Newcastle. I mean, there is a big enough gap for a reason. Brighton's form over this whole season hasn't been recent. I mean, their last win was pretty good. It was against
Very
West Ham,
inconsistent. Very
but
inconsistent team.
like they still have two against West Ham. They're
Mm.
not good at all. So gone for 2-1 to Newcastle.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it would be daft to really go against them. However, I'm a daft man, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a 2-2. This just kind of feels like a draw to me. There's no real reason behind it. It kind of just feels like at the Amex, I feel like Brighton are going to do something. Obviously, João Pedro is injured, not injured, sorry, he's suspended,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
that's obviously going to be big. But and they have been missing players, but I don't know, man. I just I believe in Brighton's ability. Newcastle don't have an amazing record against Brighton recently. In the last 3 games, anyway, Brighton's won 2-1, 1-0, and it's been a 1-1 draw. That's my little tangent. Look, that's a reasoning. That's why I'm saying it. I'll go into 2.
This
I'll
is
go
a
into
stretch. This is a stretch.
let me cook. Let me cook. All right, let's go on to Brentford versus Manchester United. Um, Again, Manchester United are going to be preoccupied with Athletic Bilbao. That's really how my mindset's been. And Man United and Tottenham do not care for the league right now. Like, at least with Arsenal, they
Yes.
still have the quality. Manchester United and Tottenham don't have quality. And then that quality that they have, which is like very minuscule, they will put on the bench,
Yeah.
most likely. So I reckon Brentford wins 2-0, just simply off that.
I've got to agree, but I'm gonna one up you again. I think
Mhm.
Brentford win 3-0.
Ooh.
Just, I mean, where's it all gone wrong for United? Like, it's shocking. I can't remember when was the last time they even had a win on the board in the league.
I do not
Like,
remember. I know they
yeah,
only got 4 away wins all season. So
yeah, it's
yeah,
it's it's really bad. I mean, yeah, just there's. I don't really need to explain why I don't have faith in United.
no, you do not.
So 3-0 to Brentford for that one. And then got West Ham versus Spurs. I mean, I'm just in a dark place for the club at the moment. I mean, we're both going to the game tomorrow for the Europa League, but like that, West Ham, uh, 3 losses in a row for Spurs.
Mm.
Like I could easily see West Ham winning against us, but I don't think they will. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw.
I,
London derbies have not been it recently.
I think if you could encapsulate the word mid into a game, I would categorize it as this. West Ham have got 3 wins in 2025.
Yeah,
Tottenham have got 19 league losses in the Premier League, which is the most they've ever had. these are the two teams that are facing each other. Do you know what? And I've went a bit crazy because I went for a 3-1 Tottenham, and I can't explain it. I quite literally can't explain it. It's more just like I got a delusional Tottenham hat on, and I've said, you know what?
Oh, we just
I,
taking turns to be delusional because I said the
yes,
2-2 last
yes.
week.
I personally would just like to see Tottenham win a game. That's the only reason I've said
Well,
it.
yeah,
Again,
obviously.
but like the only thing that we can add on to this is that West Ham themselves are just not good.
Yes.
However,
Yeah.
Tottenham's first team isn't good. West Ham's first team isn't good. Tottenham's first team, half of them won't be playing because
Do we
Bodo
see
Glimt.
Basuma touch the pitch?
I did not want to see Basuma touch a pitch. Look,
Yeah.
look, like I said, 3-1 delusion. That's what I said with the Nottingham Forest game when we lost. It's going to be different. 3-1 delusion.
All right.
All right, so what on to Liverpool versus Chelsea, man. All right, now this will be a great game. Obviously, Liverpool have won the league. They won it against us. It will be interesting to see because this is a kind of like point where teams can put their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
They've won the league. They don't need to do anything else. And away from it, I remember when Liverpool won the league, and I don't know how many days it was until they played Man City. Maybe it was 4 days later or something. I think they got more of a break, but
Hmm.
their players came in pissed against Man City. They were drunk. They lost 4-0. They got whacked, and not a single Liverpool fan gave a collective fuck. Do you know why? Because they won the league,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't know how Slot is gonna. I don't know how Slot's going to have his team. I don't know if he has them disciplined. You can't celebrate till the end of the season, or just go for it, lads. I low key, and that's what I'm basing this on. I'm going for a 1-1 because I think Liverpool and their fans low key don't give a fuck. We've won the
I
league.
get that. Oh,
Like,
I get that so much now. To be honest, that line of reasoning is hilarious. But like, obviously, I get it. Like,
mm,
that is actually so true. It's made me kind of tempted to change my prediction, but I won't.
stand on
I
it. Stand.
I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna say Liverpool gonna win for I think pretty obvious reasons. Although your reasoning is very really persuasive, but I'm gonna say 2-1 to Liverpool. They've beat
Mm,
Chelsea on the last three occasions. This will be a very good game because there's always a good game Liverpool Chelsea. But
yeah,
yeah, 2-1 to Liverpool. Sorry. All right, on to the next game, which is Forest v Palace. Didn't
last game. Yeah.
didn't
Didn't we?
um didn't Palace literally just beat Forest like 3-0 in the FA Cup?
Hypothetically.
Or am I just thinking of like a different thing? I swear they did.
Well, no, because Forest played Man City, and then Aston Villa played Palace. So no.
Okay. I'm sorry,
My
confused,
hypothetical
confused.
should have just been a no, but I wanted to
Yeah,
see if
yeah,
it's
Whaley, man. No, but damn, Palace. I think Palace could easily blow Forest away. I've been really impressed by them, but this is at Forest. Forest is at home, so I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I can see both teams just like fighting each other out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Okay, I think I'll go 2-1 Forest. I don't know. It'll it'll be an interesting game to say the least. No doubt. Obviously Forest just got knocked out. They're not going to love that.
Yes.
I feel like they really are going to want to bounce back, especially needing Champions League. They're sixth. This
Hmm.
is a game they need to win.
Yeah.
And I think at home with the crowd too by their side, I think they'll pull it off. So I'll go 2-1.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All
Reasonable.
right, let's sorry to cut you off, but let's Shine's not here, but let's get to the double captains.
Let's
So,
go.
all right, I'll let you go first.
All right. I've double captained City just because I
Yeah,
have. I mean, I think every other game fixture could go either way. So City's most favourable to win. So
fair. Do you know what? I'll go for Brentford, Manchester United. It's because I do think that's a game where Man United are not going to be involved. I feel like 2 goals sounds very Brentfordy. I trust Thomas Frank ball. That's why I'm putting my eggs in my basket.
uh,
Cheyenne and Leo obviously aren't here. If you guys couldn't notice,
mhm.
was mentioned anyway before. So Cheyenne went for Chelsea. So he's going for a 2-1 Chelsea win. Leo didn't say anything, which is typical him. He keeps forgetting to do double captains. We're going to assign him Liverpool. He's a Liverpool boy. 2-1. Simple as.
Yeah.
And well, that's it. That's a shindig. Hopefully we'll have more people than just us two, but I guess we'll see. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I mean, do what you want at the end of the day, but I mean, like, do what you want, but like, we'd appreciate it. So yeah, let us know your predictions down below because it's interesting to talk to other football fans. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.